with my mother, his wife, and everybody. Go through all of that. And me, myself, July 17th, 2020, the 20th of July, 2017. I never forgot. We're in the vehicle and we're chatting and laugh, and they call and ask, say, Miss Brown, how far are you? Is your next after IKEA? And I said to them, I'm 5 minutes away. But by this time, a big truck passed and shook the vehicle, man. Shook it like, and we start laughing and say, my God, if the truck ever hit me to blows and skirt, we don't live. By the time we could say that, we just hear, boom. I don't know nothing else. I don't know nothing else. Nothing else until I felt someone tapping me on my shoulder. And I'm like, what happened? What just happened? What just happened? I looked over beside me, my videographer. No former life.
Oh, jeez.
Every seat in the back of the thing, we are upside down. My videographer, he's heavy set. Sophia seatbelt fly and him. I said to myself, say, God, what is this? What is this? And I remember the gentleman said to me, I'm an off-duty police officer. And I was passing by and I saw the accident, so I stopped. He stopped. This time, everybody, like you watch a movie, we up like this. I can actually laugh about it now. Let me tell you something. When I actually come back to myself and understanding what is going on, I said to myself, God, make me tell you something. Me could never stop believing you and know that you are real. I could never stop. I don't know if you are a man or a woman. I don't know if you are a man or a woman, but whoever the Almighty is, He is as powerful as it can be. And we all was taken to the hospital. And I remember, I never wanted to drive in a car. I never wanted to drive again. I never want to, none of those things, because I was that intimidated. I was that timid. I was that frightened. It was everything to me. And I remember being in the hospital and see everybody going through. We had a hot week. We are going through so much. Them are giving us medication, them juking us, and they're like, God, you know, the promoter for the event, because we are strangers, we don't know nobody. I think they heard about the accident and they sent over selector Jamie from because Jamie knew me. Jamie, we knew each other, and they sent him over to come and see what was happening, because actually they're responsible for us because we're strangers, we're visitors, and Jamie come and make sure we okay, make sure we get to the hospital, and he stayed there. He never left our side. Selector Jamie, big up yourself. You're listening to this, my brother. You're one of them true human being there. And I will never forget that. Make sure that we were okay. When they release us, the other promoter that we're supposed to do his event, he said to me, Miss Brown, if you and your crew want to stay at the hotel for the rest of the week, just to recoup and get yourself back together, it's on me. It's on me. And I didn't even get to do his show. I didn't get to do none of the festival. And I remember I said to myself, I'm going back to New York. I'm going back, because New York is like my second home. And driving back to New York was a struggle. Going back to New York, Every minute, them have to stop because me still just feel like say something I go lick me, something I go happen again. Every minute, every rest stop I say, I said, please, please. I was that traumatized.
Yeah.
I was so traumatized. By this time when them leave, get me go from the hospital, no, we now feel up. It's when I start going back to New York City, I start feeling pain left, right, and center. So somebody said to me, well, you guys wasn't in the wrong. You got hit from behind. So you have to get a lawyer. I said, somebody said lawyer for what? Me go a doctor and you know. And they said, no, you're not at fault for the accident. You guys have to get a lawyer, because this is a lawsuit. And I said, sure. And a lawsuit them talk about that. So yeah, me feel good and whatever. It's when I go back to New York and we start bleed through with nose and start vomiting and all kind of something start take us and sick. Let me tell you, sick, pain. But I said to my other half, they said we have to get a lawyer. And he said, yes, I just didn't want to say it to you yet because I see that you're going through, severe pain and stuff like that. And, I started looking and, we found a nice lawyer and he said he will do everybody's case. We don't have to get nobody else. He will just take on all of us. And he was so good. He started making us go into doctor, doing when we realized you all of this army, all of the bone into it, everything slip out, mash up. My knee cup, everything mash up. My good knee, when me dance, my reggae music with, mash up, everything mash up. This shoulder mash up, everything mash up. They said we're gonna have to do surgery. Me says, sir, me says, what? Me say, what? Them said, listen to me, man. You're probably not seeing that. You're not seeing it in the physical as you look at yourself, but you're bruised up bad. A lot of things. They said your knee cup, everything is shattered.
Wow.
We're gonna have to go in there and clean out all of that. Your shoulder, we're gonna have to go back in there and we're gonna have to fix. So for 3 years, I wanted to do anything with music because I was going through so many pain. So much pain, it's unbelievable. So from 2017 to 2019 into 2020, I wasn't doing music at all. Nothing. I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go back on the road. I don't want to experience nothing like that. I remember when I did the first surgery on my knee, and the doctor looked at me and said, you can't bathe until 4 days time. I said, Jamaica, I come from in a doc, we bathe every day. So you can tell me that I can't bathe until 4 days time. He said to me, I don't want any water to get into your wound that we have opened your knee. We don't want no water to get into that. So you have to wait 4 days for it to actually close up a little bit. And then you take a shower. I couldn't wait for the 4 days to come in. Remember me telling me I couldn't wait the next day. The next day, my other half went to work, and me take my crutch and get up and because there's a stool in the bathroom, So me to get up and me say, look here, I go bathe, busy, me now wait till nobody come home to help me bathe. I'm going to have a shower. I am going to have a shower, girl. And I go in there and say, I drop straight. I drop straight on my bathtub. I start laughing. I say, my grandmother used to say, once a man, twice a child. I take my time, put my hand up on this stall in the bathroom, and I get up and I say, at least my beard. I feel good. I feel good. And when my other half come back and said, then you couldn't wait. Me say 4 days now. Me couldn't wait. Have to be. That time the foot swell big, so big, heavy. Heavily medicated too because them give me some medication. When you take the medication, I think me I fight all 10 gorilla. I'm taking Oxycodone. There was a little pill that they gave me. It's very sweet and tell me to put, so I wouldn't feel the pain of whatever was going on with my knee. When I put it underneath my tongue, it dissolved. When I took that pill, me start sweat like me I run 1,000 mile, like me I run, like me fight 10 gorilla, and me win the fight, and me I sit down now for rest. But me can't sit down and rest because me still full of this. Girl. And that would just go on for weeks and weeks and weeks until when they told me, when I had to do the other surgery for the shoulder, because I actually see what is going on with the shoulder, but I don't want to do it because I don't want to experience what I've experienced with the medication before, you know? And I said to the doctor, what you give me? How will me take them, me come like me a fight? There's a mountain in Jamaica named Blue Mountain. It come like me I run over it 10 times, 20 times. I can't tired. I can't tire it, you know. And me I fight gorilla, me I fight elephant, me I fight all these big old things, and me I beat them up and I tear them up. You know, I was hallucinating in my mind. I mean, I fight these things, but I'm not fighting anything. It's a drug. And girl, when I finally get over that and I know that I still have to go back and do another surgery, I mean, no, I'm going to go back through that, you know. The kids, my son came over, you know, he was going to school right there in Canada to Niagara Falls. He attended school there and he came over, you know, to spend some time and help take care of me. And, you know, and the girl came and, you know, they switch it back and forth and, you know, and I have to remain in the US and take care of myself, do physiotherapy. And, you know, the day when I start dance again, you know, I say, God, how you good, so? Actually, not upon the crutch, I can dance a little bit, you know, and then when I say, you see you're not listening, and you're too bare face, you're not ready yet, because, you know, you know, and I remember every night they give me a machine now, every night the foot have to paddle down with ice and wrap and okay, that's something we go through, man. I've been through it. And to be standing here today, come back to music, in the year 2012. The year bring me to 2020. Sorry, not 2012. And I came back with the song.
Wow.
Baby, when you left, I stopped breathing. Baby, when you left, I stopped. Listen to me now. And the song Stronger. Those song was recorded to be my comeback song after 3 years away from the business. 3 years, you know. So, you know,
and this was your second time away from the business. The first time it was because of the pressures and the abuse, and this time was because of illness, because you were sick, really. Yeah. So, and you came back stronger without a doubt, and I am so happy that you survived this. It's the first, I've been following you, and I've never heard you spoke about this accident or anything like that. So it's the first that you're actually saying it, and you're saying it on Stay Planted.
No, I've said it every interview I've done, because a lot of people have seen because this was on front page news in Jamaica and all over the newspaper, all over the news, the CVM news, all the news. So it was
maybe not so much in details.
Yeah, it was even they even put the picture of the vehicle on the front page of the Gleaner. Yeah. It was huge.
Wow.
Hey, no noise. Hey. Mommy's working now. It's working time. No noise.
You and that dog. Well, Sophia, you know, I want to thank you so much for sharing your story with me. You are definitely stronger. Oh my God, coming from nothing. Your struggles that you face with abuse as a single mom. Oh my God, even in the music industry, the struggles that you face with that. And I must say, thank you so much for sharing your truth. Thank you so much for speaking the struggles before the success. Because thank you so much, Hot June 21. I must say, if you're not following me, guys, please follow me right now at AntoinetteChase.k.